When it comes to sales and personality, it is one of the situations where it is unambiguously important. I don't think anyone in sales, outside of sales, anyone that is familiar with this concept, no one disputes the idea that there is a personality type fundamentally of someone who succeeds in this area. Not just from a performance perspective, but perhaps even more importantly from a retention perspective. In that there are just some people who will not stay in a sales role, regardless of their performance, because it's not suited to it. It requires a certain profile. And at Test Partnership, we have isolated at least 5 personality traits we think are really key for behavioral fit in sales roles. The first personality trait is what we call assertive. This is the prime personality trait. People who are assertive can speak their mind, they can speak with confidence, they can take on challenges, they don't mind being challenged, they can engage in that sort of to and fro. People who lack assertiveness struggle. They will struggle to get their point across, they'll struggle to communicate, they'll struggle to take control of social situations. They're not going to enjoy being in sales. They will struggle tremendously. Next, we have the trait of outgoing. You need at least some baseline level of sociability in order to do this job, because it is a very human-focused job. You're talking to people all the time. If you have a very short social battery, you have very little energy in this regard, you're going to burn out very quick. By the end of the workday, you will be exhausted because you don't really want to be talking to people all the time. You need to want to talk to people. Now, I'm not saying you have to be super extroverted, but you can't be super introverted to do this job. It just doesn't work. You will burn out. Next, we have energetic. It requires energy. You need to be on the go constantly. Okay? In the traditional sense, someone who is extroverted, that implies a great deal of energy. Very energetic, very positive. That is really key because you have to keep the pace. It's a very fast-paced role. You need to be fast-paced too. Next, we have what we call drive. Aside from all of the interpersonal stuff, you need to be driven. You need to be industrious. You need to be focused on targets and goals. You need to modulate how much work you are doing. People want to hire those attributes for sales because they're the most likely to actually achieve those goals, actually achieve their quotas, and really focus on that tangible end goal of getting a decent sales total. And the final trait is what we call cheerful. Now, you are talking to people all the time, and they will form opinions of you. And if you are not cheerful, if you're not pleasant to talk to, if you're not fun to be around, why would you give them your business? Why would you form a relationship with that person? If they're unpleasant, it just doesn't make sense. You need to be cheerful. You need to have that positive aura. You need to be likable. Because if you're not, you will struggle to form relationships. You will struggle to convince people. You will struggle to sell anything. And as a result, you're almost certainly going to fail. So instead, you want to be pleasant to be around, cheerful, happy, and that very much translates to a good sales total.